Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday Convo with Connie and Val.
I'm Connie.
And I am Val. And we have a question, or rather a statement for you today that we would like for you to ponder. In our conversations, we have recognized that you are the one that sets the tone and the atmosphere for that conversation and where it's going. And my friend, both of us are authors, but she is going to be reading an excerpt from her book today, and I will let her tell you a little bit more about that.
Yes, thank you so very much. Listen, you guys, after going through some difficulties in life and reflecting, I recognize and realize that we need to recognize our surroundings. Okay, so back in December of 2020, when we were on lockdown, I wrote a book, A Passion to Press. Get up from there. It's by me, Connie Cole. It's A Passion to Press. It's on Amazon. The moral of the story as to reason why I wrote the book is because so many of us get in a situation and we stay there too long. We stay there moping, murmuring, complaining, grumbling, and it doesn't enhance us in any way. It doesn't help us get better. But some of us have the desire in our hearts to get better. We just, sometimes we get stuck. And so in Ephesians 6:12, it says, for your struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world. And so when we recognize that the world is dark, and of course, as we're recording this in 2023, we know that there are some things going on, but I want to read something to you. Recognize your surroundings is the topic of the title of this chapter. It says there is a particular vibe or energy in the atmosphere when certain people are around. Many activities cause you to feel a variety of emotions. At times, what people say will alter how you feel. Them button pushers. If there are things or people stressing you or causing unnecessary distress, remove it or remove them. You deserve to be in an environment conducive to a healthy and happy state of mind. It would be more beneficial to lose whatever is distressing you rather than you lose the fight to regain your health. Your mental health, your physical health, your financial health, whatever health it is, you have to recognize when you're around those soul snatchers. But incidentally, this is the second chapter, not the second chapter, but second paragraph. It says, incidentally, recognize that your surroundings are what you make them by what you say and how you behave. You can change your atmosphere into something you can enjoy and create a place for rehabilitation. I think it would be vanity for me to drop my book like I'm dropping the mic.
I'll drop for her because it's a drop the mic moment.
Yes, you have to be in charge of your surroundings. Recognize what's stressing you. Recognize what's getting on your nerves. Recognize what's causing you to be perhaps someone hateful and mean, or just out of sorts, if that's not who you really are or who you want to be. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. God doesn't want us to live in a place of where we're like this. He wants us at peace, and that's what we say a lot of times when we come on here. He wants us to be at peace and at a place of rest. And you can't be in that place when your atmosphere is surrounded by turmoil.
Right.
And that's what some people, maybe knowingly, maybe unknowingly, can bring to your life with their turmoil, their problems, their issues, and the words that they speak. So that goes to some scriptures we've used before. Guard your heart.
Yes.
You've got to guard your heart, because if you don't, nobody else will.
Not only that, let me interject right there. What we say and how we behave evokes the atmosphere. It changes the atmosphere. And there's power of life and death in the tongue. You can change your atmosphere by what you say. I know what. Let's use a sports analogy, okay? If your team is winning or losing and you're completely silent, a lot of the players start doing this to us. You know, like, give me some feedback. Let me hear from you. And oftentimes we motivate them. So you motivate the negative or you motivate the positive. What are you saying in your surrounding, in your atmosphere? Are you pulling the good or are you evoking the evil? It's all up to you. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. It's not the people, but it's the spirits. It's the attitudes, the precepts and all of that we put out there when we do this. So change your atmosphere. You can change your surroundings by what you say and how you behave.
Yes. I agree with that, and I want to end it with this. Speaking of changing your atmosphere and your surroundings, before we started this taping, I told my friend, I said, I want you to read the excerpt from your book. I said, because I think the people need to hear that. And her countenance lightened up because she wasn't expecting that from me. Even though I've read her book and I know it's an excellent read, she wasn't expecting me to offer to give her props in front of everybody, which I did. And so it shifted the atmosphere in here. And so that's a good example of what we're talking about. You can determine your atmosphere by what you say or do. If she would have offered to read her expert, and I would have said, girl, ain't nobody reading your book on the air, that would have took us on a downward spiral. So see, you can either elevate or you can capsulate, really, is what you end up doing. Right. So I think that's a good analogy, and if my friend doesn't have anything else, then we will see you next time. And until then,
Shalom.